Shalom, Barak Yahweh, Shemel Shah, Shem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is Psalms 91, verse 3. It says, "Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler." So he represents the God of Israel, whose name is Yahweh Ba'Shem El-Shah. Yahweh, whom the world ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shah, his beloved and only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Those names are the power, the true power of the nation of Israel, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, along with the Israelite fauna scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. I'm going to read it again. It says, "Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler." So Yahweh Shema Shah, he's going to deliver, he's going to rescue his elect from the snare of the fowler. Now, a snare, for edification, let's go into the definition of a snare. Right, so the definition for snare is trap. And it says, he will deliver thee from the snare, meaning the traps of the fowler. And who's the fowler? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And the fowler is someone who hunts birds. And Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's known as a cunning hunter. Let's get that real quick. Genesis 25 and 27. "And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents." So this is Esau Edom nature. And the so-called white man, Esau Edom, he uses his crafty and tricky and devious plans to trap the nation of Israel. For example, through his philosophies, the different beliefs that he got. And most of all, mainly, Esau Edom is trying to trap the Lord's people, which are the Israelites, by causing them to bow down and take his RFID-CHIP, which is the mark of the beast. This is how he's trying to trap the nation of Israel through his wicked schemes. And in the near future, you're going to have a lot of our people be caught up in that trap when he mandates this RFID-CHIP, this MOTB. And a lot of our people are going to bow down. But the elect is not going to bow down, because the elect fear Yahweh Ba'Shem El-Shah. Quick precept. Psalms 124, verse 7 says, "Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem El-Shah, who made heaven and earth." Yeah, because the Lord is going to lift up a standard when Esau Edom bring forth his wrath. The scripture says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So the Lord's elect is going to escape the traps that Esau, Edom have planned in the near future. Now, verse 8, it says, our help is in the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shah, who made heaven and earth. And what's the name of the Lord? Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shah. That name is going to deliver the elect from the trouble that's coming in the near future. This shows you that we have the name of the God of Israel, and without that name, you won't be delivered. That's why it says our help is in the name of the Lord. What's his name? Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shah. So the elect, Lord willing, with the elect, myself and those that's listening, Lord willing, we have an escape route from the snare of the fowler, which is Esau, Edom. Okay, back at Psalm 91, verse 3, it says, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Now, the noisome pestilence is going into the destruction from the ICBM missiles, and the elect gonna be hidden from that destruction. Let's get Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 20. It says, come, my people, into thy chambers. Now, who's the Lord's people? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. Those are the Lord's people. It says, come, my people, into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Now, a chamber is a room of rest. It's a parlor. And the elect, they're going to be risen up. They're going to be beamed up into the chariots. They're going to be delivered and be brought up into the chariots. The word is going to be called UFOs or spaceships. It says, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So the elect is going to be hidden for a moment, because it's going to take, you read Revelation 18th chapter, it's going to take 60 minutes, 1 hour for Babylon the Great to be completely desolate, to be completely destroyed. And the elect of the nation of Israel are going to be hidden from the indignation, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shah's anger, his righteous anger that he's about to bring forth, his wrath, all right? And part of his wrath is the destruction, right? So the elect is going to be hidden when them 200 million warheads hit Babylon the Great, aka America. Let's go back to Psalms 91. Psalms 91 verse 4, it says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Now, those feathers going into the chariots, fact, let's read Psalms 91 again. It says, Psalms 91:4, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Now, Psalms 104:3. This is Psalms 104:3. It says, who laid the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So those feathers, those wings are symbolic to the holy chariots, the chariots of Israel. And the elect are going to be covered from the destruction once again. We just read Isaiah 26:20. The elect is going to be brought up into those chambers, and they're going to be hidden from the destruction. They're going to be covered. They're going to be protected from the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Shah, from the thermonuclear fire, and from the sparking tempest and that blast of fire from the holy chariots. The elect of the nation of Israel, they're going to be hidden from that. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Yeah, because the scriptures tell you, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of the times. So the true doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Shah is going to keep his elect stable in the times to come. This knowledge, wisdom, understanding is going to be the elect security when all hell break loose. This is Psalm chapter 91, verse 5. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. And that terror that's coming is going to be a time like never before in history. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So that day that's coming is going to be a great day like never before in history. It's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. Who is Jacob? Jacob represents the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And he represents the elect of the nation of Israel. They're going to be delivered from Jacob's trouble. Remember, Esau, Edom is about to come down with great wrath because his time is almost up. You know, the triumphant of the wicked is short, and it's only for a moment. So the times that's coming is going to be treacherous. It's going to be bad times, evil times, perilous times, as the scripture says. But once again, the elect is going to be delivered. Psalms 91:5, it says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. And the arrows is symbolic. The arrows is going into the thermonuclear missiles, 200 million warheads that's going to be shot from these other nations to Babylon the Great. So the elect of the nation of Israel, they're not going to be afraid for what's coming in the near future. It says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. But that was the point. Lord willing, you were edified. That being said, shalom.